And one of the things that makes our approach different is our microfactory approach to assembling and manufacturing vehicles. A microfactory is a much, much simpler process as compared to a legacy automotive manufacturing plant. A typical automotive assembly plant takes literally years to construct. We can do that whole thing in 6 months or less. So it's maybe 1/6 the amount of time.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a SPAC that has recently popped off, and that is CIIC. And they are merging with Arrival. And shout out to Menno in my Discord for telling me all about them. And also shout out to JMac Investing for making a video on them. I watched that video and I will link it below. So definitely go check out his video as well. And I just wanted to cover them myself. But before we get into it, if you don't mind just dropping a like and hitting subscribe, it really helps out the channel and it's much appreciated. Also, check out the links in the description to our free Discord server, my merch if you want to support the channel, and free stocks on Webull. When you sign up and deposit $100, you get 3 free stocks. Now let's get into it. So getting into what Arrival does, what they're all about, and the transaction, this was pieced together through various articles that I found, and they'll be linked in the description below. Founded in 2015 and based in London, England, Arrival works with cities around the world to create zero-emission mobility solutions for today's transportation challenges. The company's South Carolina operations will utilize a new cell-based assembly method to produce vehicles rather than a traditional automotive production line, which allows them to produce any vehicle from Arrival's portfolio. Arrival was named the UK's #1 startup by LinkedIn on the 1st of October. The company uses low CapEx, rapidly scalable microfactories that can be placed anywhere in the world. This is to manufacture affordable electric vans and buses. The company has already received $110 million from Hyundai and Kia and another $118 million from BlackRock. Arrival is also currently building a manufacturing facility in South Carolina for $46 million. Now, with the completion expected to go down in Q2 of 2021 and production anticipated to start in Q4 of 2021, the facility would be capable of producing around 1,000 electric buses or 10,000 battery-powered vans per year. It also plans to construct another facility in the UK while still in the pre-revenue phase. Arrival has also secured an order of 10,000 electric vans from UPS, with the possibility of this order being doubled to 20,000. In a crucial insight, the company expects to be cash flow positive in 2023. So like most of these growth companies, you just have to trust the company that they are investing in themselves for the first couple of years to really get things going. Arrival's pretty big on producing low-cost vans and buses, and they're able to do this by using an aluminum chassis and composite to bring down the weight, reducing the need for heavier batteries and in turn overall costs. Moreover, its microfactories can be established in existing warehouses where the skateboard chassis is assembled from prefabricated aluminum components and body panels held together by a powerful adhesive. So more on the transaction. The combined company will have access to $660 million, $260 million that CIIC merger raised in its IPO, as well as another $400 million in PIPE investments. BlackRock is currently CIIC's largest shareholder with 7.5% stake in the SPAC, and the merger is expected to close in Q1 of 2021 and will bestow a market valuation of $5.4 billion on the combined company. Something pretty positive is that the company already has working prototypes of 2 major vehicle lines, an electric bus and an electric van. They plan to have 4 vehicles in the market by 2023, as quoted by the CEO, Mike Abelson. So here is what Arrival has on the horizon for the years to come. In 2021, they have an electric bus coming, 2022, an electric van, as well as a large electric van, and in 2023, a small vehicle platform. More on this page. They have the best-in-class zero-emission vehicles. They are competitively priced to ICE vehicles, which they really pride themselves on. Hardware and software upgradability over the lifetime of the vehicle, which is awesome for people and companies that own these vehicles. They are autonomous ready, durable proprietary composite material used for exterior and interior panels, high-margin vehicles with unrivaled unit economics, and elevated user experience. So this is what they have in the horizon. This is their portfolio for the coming years. He also went on to say that we are building a strong order book for these products, including 10,000 electric vans from UPS with the additional option to order more thereafter. Abelson said this in an email to TechCrunch. And he also said, we are in the process of fitting out microfactories in the UK and the US to fulfill orders with more in the pipeline. So like we mentioned, UPS is purchasing 10,000 of Arrival's vehicles. Purpose-built for UPS, both companies are co-developing electric delivery vehicles for UPS. Advanced vehicle controls create new functionality. Equity investments give UPS early access to Arrival's vehicles. Arrival is the first commercial vehicle manufacturer to provide purpose-built electric delivery vehicles to UPS's specifications and with a production strategy for global scale. So looking at the Arrival management team, I highlighted a few things that stood out to me. Their founder and CEO has a lot of experience managing large distributed organizations with leading operational efficiency. Their president has experience in multiple startups in tech, healthcare, and F&B. Mike Abelson, the CEO, he actually used to work for GM, included head of advanced vehicle development, VP of engineering for GM Europe, and VP of global strategy and innovation. And he has over 35 years of experience in the auto industry, so that is a huge positive. Tracy down here, the CEO of Elements, she has over 20 years of experience in procurement and supply chain across technology, manufacturing, and retail sectors, along with previous roles with Intel, Apple, Nokia, Tesco, and WPP. So, looks like a pretty strong team in my eyes. Scrolling through the presentation, I stopped on this slide just because it stood out to me how much competition they have. And it's funny that most of these came from, a Spac, except for Workhorse over there. I do understand that EV is the future, but I just don't know how they're going to stand up to the competition. Obviously, in the presentation, they look really good. TCO versus ICE savings, they are doing the best in that. They have the most employees, and enterprise value is pretty high. You have Nikola over there, which somehow is higher than them. But this is just something, can these all coexist together? Will they take away from a rival or vice versa? So that's something to keep in mind. And we've had so many EV SPACs this year. Is this just going to hype up and then dump like we saw with Fisker for a long time, Canoe for a long time? Lordstown's always been pretty good. But we've seen a lot of the EV SPACs hype up and then sell off. So that's something I'm very cautious of, and I think we need to pay attention to. Okay, so here are my closing thoughts on this. I do think it's a pretty cool company, and I do think it has hype potential. I really think this will keep spiking up. But when you have a SPAC pretty much come out and go parabolic and vertical, what do you expect to come next? I mean, in a week, they're up 61.58%, and today alone, they're up about 46%, 47%. So when you have a SPAC hype up like it just did this week, usually it'll follow with a pullback. So I could see this thing going to 18, maybe if the hype continues the next few days. It could go 18, it could go 20. But definitely expect a pullback like we see with most SPACs on announcement and on the initial hype. I've seen this so many times, which is why I'm probably going to avoid this one for now. And then once it pulls back to that $12 to $14 range, that's when I would consider getting in. But we do have a while till the merger. You're going to have more than one opportunity to buy in. Don't FOMO into this. At least that's my opinion. I could be completely wrong, and it could go to $30 tomorrow. But that's where I'm at with this one. I think it's great, and I think they have a lot lined up for them. I do see a huge future potential with them, but I'm going to sit on the sidelines until I get a nice opportunity to enter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you buying this, or are you going to wait? Are you interested in it or not? There are a lot of EV SPACs out there and EV companies, so the competition's pretty high. Let me know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.
Getting money, I just went up in my style. Up in traffic, never lacking in a drop.